Hey everybody, I'm Aaron Simmons. This is Philosophy for Where We Find Ourselves, April 28, 2020. Today is also what we at Furman University refer to as LDOC, the last day of classes. This is the day where the campus is abuzz with activity, with excitement, with food trucks, with games, and most importantly, with fountain hopping. At Furman University, we have fountains all over the campus, and on LDOC, seniors all go in the fountains. They splash, celebrate, laugh, have a ball, and they do so with each other. This embodied enactment of their time at college is something that is celebrated through this liturgy of jumping in the fountains together. A couple years ago, I actually got to participate in the LDOC fountain hopping because I was honored to win an award from the senior class, which made me an honorary member of the graduating class. So I thought, shoot, I'm gonna enjoy all of the senior class events. And so I went in the fountains with them, had an absolute ball. This year's different. We find ourselves without the ability to participate in the normal liturgies. There is no graduation ceremony as usual. Nonetheless, I think that today gives us occasion to think about the importance of liturgy, of ritual, of embodied practices as a way of actually constituting the significance of time and our experience of it. We've got to think about how it is that the liturgies are not entirely abandoned despite the fact that we find ourselves in strange circumstances. So today, I in fact tried my best to have an LDOC experience for my students. So after our Zoom class, I went outside, they were all on the screen, and my son helped me with this. And so we did a virtual fountain jumping. I read them a passage from This Is Water by David Foster Wallace. And so we read this, and it ends with this great passage, this is water, this is water. And so at that moment, I had my son throw buckets of water on me. I cracked open a LaCroix and poured it over my head. And in this way, enacted the idea that today is different. Today is special, today is significant. And for all of my seniors, it is important to remind them that even without the normal ceremony, that we are still invested in them and that we are inviting them to the ceremonious event of finishing college, of finishing classes, of moving on to the next stage of their lives. I think that one of the things we can learn from philosophy about the importance of liturgy is actually from a French philosopher named Jean-Yves Lacoste, who, drawing on the work of Martin Heidegger, suggests that liturgy is not simply a thing that you do at a particular time. It's in fact the mode in which we undertake our embodied existence. Liturgy is a kind of living. It's a way of life, as Bruce Ellis Benson suggests. So maybe today we can find ways to make liturgy a way of life, a way of reminding all of those seniors in our lives in particular that they still matter, their accomplishments are still important, and that it doesn't really matter if they jump in the fountains. What matters is that we mark today with them and for them, and do this in an embodied way. It's not simply enough to say that something's significant. It's much more important to live out its significance. So today, throw some water on your heads, get excited, pop some confetti. If you've got champagne, crack it open. Find a way to celebrate those people in your lives who are missing out on the liturgical event, but don't let them miss out on the way of life that understands the importance of liturgy. Seniors, we celebrate you. LDOC will come and go, but the fact that you were here and that you did something important will never die. I hope to see you tomorrow, unless a piano falls on our heads.